Now let us assume that you have millions of births. In these millions of births, where is this 70 or 80 years figuring? This life of yours of 60, 70 years is worthless. Because this birth and death is not even existing. You are in a great chain of lifetimes, millions of births.
Thanks for Krishna Guruji. So about the guru, who is a guru and why do we need a guru?
So guru is not a teacher. Please understand this. People confuse the guru and the teacher as one and the same. Now, guru means the one who removes the darkness of ignorance. You have ignorance. You don't have any idea about spirituality. You go outside in the material world and look at all these people sitting in parks and bars and every other place. You think they are interested in spirituality? Nobody cares. These people are ignorant about all these aspects. They don't know much about these things. When you meet a guru who removes his ignorance with the knowledge that he has tremendous amount of knowledge. By knowledge, I am not saying knowledge which is bookish knowledge. No bookish knowledge is required. Please understand this. The knowledge of the truth. The truth is about God. Who is God? Where does he stay? What does he do? All these questions, he knows it. And it is not written in any book or any scripture anywhere where you can say, oh, I know God. You can't know God by reading some books. Let us say, all your mathematical formulas of how to go to the moon and stuff like that. But does it actually take you to the moon? No. Only a person like Elon Musk will have a rocket which will go up to the moon and beyond. He's a practical person. Okay. But all the theoretical person, they are trying to dissect. And that path is different. What they are doing is completely different. This is practicality. So what happens is, I was giving some explanation to someone. The same explanation I will offer you. The people around, they are not even exposed to the fact that they are going to be born as something else. Nobody knows. The advantage which you have in spiritual is this. You have the knowledge. You have an understanding. You read the newspapers. Example, you read the newspapers. In the newspapers, all kinds of news is given. But do you know actually what is the real news over there? What is the truth in that? Nobody knows the truth. Only those who are knowledgeable know the truth. This knowledge is missing from people around you. They have no idea about this concept of spirituality. They don't know that the spirit is different than the body. See, everybody thinks body. Nobody thinks of the spirit. Spirituality is about spirit. When you come in the world of spirituality, the guru talks to you about this world. It is completely different. It has nothing to do with your body. So it is mentioned, you do good deeds in this life, very good stuff. In your next life, you are going to be much better, higher position. It is like you do performance in your company. If you do now, you will get a promotion or something like that. But if you don't perform, if you are not doing well, and you are doing all the wrong stuff, you're going to fall down. Fall down the food chain. You understand? You may become a buffalo. Now, you thought that you are going to become some great sheikh, maybe you will be richer than Bill Gates. The idea is that I want to be richer than somebody else. I want to have so many jets. No. But instead of that, you become a buffalo. What is the point? Who is going to teach these people? They have no idea about it. First, they don't know about rebirth. Second, they don't know what body they're going to get. They believe that this is the life. Right now, I have to do everything. Okay. I am only bothered about this drinking, sleeping, eating, going around. That's it. They only have that much. Spirituality teaches you that there is going to be multiple lifetimes. Now let us assume, today let us assume that you have millions of births. Just think like that. Now tell me something. In these millions of births, where is the 70 or 80 years figuring? In a million years, where is the 70 or 80 years figuring? It is only some dot. And you look at it and you think of yourself as some great shit in this world. I am the greatest. I have to earn this living. This life of yours of 60, 70 years is worthless. Because this birth and death is not even existing. You are in a great chain of lifetimes, millions of births. Where do you figure that out? Nowhere. So you want a better life? Spirituality teaches you how to be good. We follow the path of dharma. We follow that path which will take us higher and higher and finally make us get to that ultimate goal of ours, which is called God realization. These other people are ignorant. They have no idea. They don't know about God. They don't know about anything. And that is the reason why we feel very compassionate about them. What are they doing? When you look at somebody who is in the 50s, 60s and all is, and is thinking of retirement and stuff like that, you feel sad for this person. Nothing is in his hands. He doesn't even know. His life is just going to snuff out just that moment itself. What's going to be him? Nothing. This is the time when he has to understand spirituality. The reason why I keep on saying to everybody, learn this, be a part of this group, and be a part of it in such a manner that your ultimate destination is realized. That is the reason why this guru is a person who is like he's like a Pied Piper of Hamelin. He takes all the rats to that place. It's funny thing, but think like that. He's the one who is guiding you towards this goal. Otherwise, teach you all these things. You are thinking only this life. No, think of all the lifetimes. That is why spirituality is a very, very important subject. And finding a guru is another great thing. You have to find this person.
Guruji, so the guru is guiding us along, not just in satsang or presentation of information. How else does the guru help us to attain our goal?
I am going to talk only about gurus that I mentioned, which is basically the path of devotion, which is valid and applicable for not only the people from all these, like we say the eternal dharma, Sanatan dharma as they call it, but it is valid for literally everybody in this world. See, the guru's job is to expose you to this subject matter slowly, slowly as you learn. And he takes you on the journey. Sometimes he uses some scriptures also. Sometimes he gives you activities. In that, he will teach you techniques, methods, and way in which you learn this path slowly. There are methods, for example, repetition of certain words. Like we call it as a japa or mantra jap. We keep on saying some mantra. Now, think of how does that help? So there are lots of these kind of questions in the minds of people. How am I going to achieve that goal by doing this? And then there are lots of things which are hidden in these scriptures. The common man has no idea about it. When he reads a scripture, it is like any storybook. Mostly it is written in a language which is very difficult for a common man to understand. If you are an English educated person and if I keep a Sanskrit book in front of you, I'm going to wonder what is it all about. Maybe you'll go to Google and ask it to translate it for you. But translation is not going to give you God. It is only going to give you some garbage. Oh, this is what is written over there. But does it actually teach you to go there? No. What I do is very simply this. Whenever a new disciple comes to me, I put him on the path. And it's like a kid gloves. I have to use kid gloves. I'm not going to give him any difficult tasks at all. I'm going to tell him do this, do this, do this. That's it. Very simple tasks. He can perform them. I'll tell him be a good human being. It's not asking for too much, just to be your good self. Be a good human being. And slowly I introduce him to the subject about the body, the soul, the different techniques. What is it that we do? How we come to this understanding? Slowly, 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 we tune it in such a manner that the person starts understanding little by little the geography and the history of this subject. He understands a lot of stuff. Then we give him examples, we give him stories. Like in the Bible, it is written that Jesus would teach by means of parables. So we love to give stories. So in every satsang of mine, you will find there are stories galore, a lot of stories, a lot of new news that is going around, everything, in the political arena, we discuss all that. No restrictions. So we talk about all this. Then slowly some methodologies are introduced. Doing this will help you like this. Do this, this is going to help you like that. And we take up very simple scriptures, very, very simple scriptures. Nothing complicated, nothing that is going to hurt his brain. No, very simple ones. And give him a small explanation of that. And my satsangs are there. They are full of stories, like I said. Like we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam. What is Srimad Bhagavatam about? Stories of God. Right? So we discuss about avatars, we discuss about all these different godly forms that are there. The real meaning behind all these forms have to be explained. All the world has no idea. Those who don't have a real spiritual master in their life have absolutely no idea who these gods are. They keep on praying to these gods and it doesn't help. Hasn't Parikshit asked the question, in chapter 8 in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when do these gods die? Isn't that a question there?
Yes.
So these gods are also dying. Doesn't that tell you something very strange? And if there is one Brahmaji, there are so many other universes. There are multiple Brahmajis. So what are we talking about? Which Brahmaji are we talking about? Somebody has to explain this concept to them, isn't it? The Guru is the one who teaches all these things. Next, because you got to know and understand the meaning. You know that Ashwatha tree, the tree of life is within you. What are we talking about? What tree are you seeing? Can you see any tree inside of you? Nowhere. But then we have to explain that. It's upside down. What is upside down? I can't understand. That we explain. So through these satsangs, all these beautiful things are explained. Some practices are introduced. And then we say, you don't bother about anything. Don't do any of these, all these physical exercises and stuff like that. Just listen. Listen for a few, hours, maybe 1 hour per week or something like that is more than enough. Like they go to church, Sunday mass, like that. So like that, you listen to the satsangs. You get knowledge. You get an understanding. You get exposed to the spirituality. And as the student progresses, it's not a 1-year job. Okay. This goes on for many years. So as the student progresses, different things are taught to him. The Guru takes him under the wing. In the olden times, the Gurukul system were there. Only these great masters could teach all these subjects. And this is what the real master does. He handholds you. He teaches you basic stuff. And he guides you along the path so that you can attain your ultimate destination, meeting God, seeing him, maybe shaking hands with him.
Very nice, Guruji. So what about the duration of time? How long does it take a disciple or a person who comes into spiritual to possibly attain this goal?
See, like when a child starts in school. The child goes to a school somewhere around by the age of 3, 4, 5 or something like that, or maybe 6. And he is there in school, and then he goes to college, and then there is a higher education. Somewhat similar to that concept itself. The Gurukul system also does the same thing. There is no quick fix solution, by the way. Yes, if you are a brilliant person, if you are a very, very highest devotee, you can straight away jump onto the last step. No doubt about it. But the grace of the Guru is extremely important. How much time do you get to spend with the Guru? You know, most of the people in this world don't even get to meet their gurus. All these people you see on this YouTube and internet and all. Where does anybody get to meet these guys? Hardly. They will say, hello, I saw him over there. That's it. Is that it? How can he be your guru then? Gurus are never born like that. You know, they are not supposed to be like that. You need to have guru in your life, which means he is going to handhold you. He is going to take you on the path. He is going to teach you every single thing. He is like a mother to you. So the period, the time period depends on many, many years. And if you have come in this life, where you might have spent in your previous life I'm saying, if you might have spent a lifetime with him, this time it is very easy. In our world, we call this thing as Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha means born realized. There are lots of people who are born realized. They might have met their guru in the previous life. This life, it is only that much time is required to just come, spend their life and get out of it. And then there are some other type which are called Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means you meet your guru, you go through the process, and finally you attain the goal. So there are Jivan Mukta also, and there are Nitya Siddhas also. Both types are there. So like I said, for some people it could be just quick. And for some people it may take lifetimes. See, the most important thing is to find a guru. It's impossible to find one. In today's day and age, do you get somebody in your life who is going to spend his energy, his lifetime, everything on you? Nobody does that. Even your own parents don't spend time with you. What about a guru, that the one that we are talking about? See, in my world, I just have few disciples. I don't have many. And I take them on a journey every day. It's a part of my life. I have to do that. And this journey continues. Everybody has been with me. Some have been with me for 5 years, 10 years. It depends, you know. Everybody has their own journey to do. And their progresses are different. Like they're progressing in a very decent manner. By the way, there are no results at the end which says, you know, you got 10 marks, 20 marks. And there's nothing like that. No guru is going to give you those kind of marks. He's only going to say, okay, carry on. To find the guru is extremely tough. And if you have him in your life, don't leave him. Come whatever may. That is very, very important. Yeah.
Yes, Guruji. So when you think about having to meet a guru or wanting to meet a guru, and you become aware of a guru who's out there, what does a person have to do in order to connect or reach out to the guru?
First is like if I want to meet some great person, like I want to meet, say, Narendra Modi or Donald Trump, do you think I will get a chance to meet him?
Yeah.
So I have to write to him. I have to try to meet him somewhere. You got the point? The idea is to seek out the person, seek out and do something which is going to draw his attention. Actually, in our world, we have a reverse formula. The guru finds you. In very simply, I will put it this way. There is a very beautiful story of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know, he is an avatar of Sri Krishna. So he went to Jagannath Puri and the prayers were going on. Everybody was praying over there. The main priest, temple priest, was doing his puja and all that. And suddenly he sees this person standing right there in the corner. And he tells everybody, I want him to come here. Can you imagine that kind of a situation where you are picked out from that crowd?
Mm.
Even for those great shows that you have, rock shows and all that. Just imagine the rock star calls you on the stage. Oh my God, it's like a revelation. For you, it's a big thing. So the guru also does this. So if you want to meet him, first you got to pursue him. It's like Swami Chinmayananda. He pursued his guru. He was not aware. He was a very simple human being who was in the editorial business in newspapers. And he said that I will cover the gurus, all these masters. And he went to Rishikesh. And there he met Swami Sivananda. And he understood certain things. But he was still not sure whether he is a guru or not. So it is there he came to know that there is another person who could be his guru. Though initiation was done by Sivananda, but his real master was Tapovan Maharaj. That's a completely different person. And Tapovan Maharaj was not even willing to entertain him in the first place. He's like he had to really work his way up the ladder, you can say. Finally, Tapovan Maharaj, was happy to accept him as a disciple. And there were many disciples. They couldn't cope up with him. Sometimes gurus are very, very harsh also. They can tell you something which you may not even like. They're testing out your ego, you know that, no? Always, constantly they are testing out your ego. If you show I am the greatest, I come from this place, that place, nobody cares. If you want knowledge, you have to become humble. Humility is important. And then that guru will accept you when he knows that he has sublimated your ego. You are a humble person. Imagine, there's a movie called Karate Kid.
Yes.
In that they have shown how this young boy goes and becomes the champion. But first he has to meet his master. And the master has to train him. It's the same story of Jackie Chan also. His master trained him for many, many years. His story is not so simple as it looks. So think on those lines. This master, this guru that we are talking about, is going to test you constantly. And you have to stand on all those tests. You have to win. And you have to progress. So the guru is always like this. Then he accepts you after cleaning all the dirt that you have on you.
So, Guruji, most people do not have a guru in their life. So, how does one proceed? Like you said, to write or to reach out, but there's a specific guru for every seeker. Is that true?
Okay, I will explain to you.
Yes, Guruji.
There are different pathways. Okay. Ramakrishna Paramahansa explained this in a very beautiful manner. A house has different pathways. You can come from the back entrance, you can come from the front entrance, you can come from wherever you want to. Like, there are many entrances. Now, depends on where you want to be placed. Most of the people are fascinated nowadays with all this Tantra yoga and all that kind of things. They look at all these YouTube channels and all, they get fascinated by this Tantra yoga and all these masters wearing black and stuff like that and performing some kind of magic.
Yes.
They think guru is in that kind of a thing. I don't understand that. So if you are very keen on doing that, go there. Pursue that matter. It is based on your interest also, no? Like you may be interested in Tantra. find yourself a Tantra Guru. I wouldn't know that. If you are interested in singing songs, dancing away, not interested in yoga, first and foremost, you have to be a lazy person, okay? You have to bend our body all the time. No, but I'm not interested. And focusing on something, I mean, just imagine I am saying to somebody, meditate on this subject. That person is mostly falling asleep. You know, who are saying I was meditating are faking it mostly. Because you are not supposed to know you are meditating. Can you understand that much? Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Ramana Maharishi were not even aware they were meditating. Can you understand this statement?
Yes.
So when you say I meditated for half an hour, 1 hour, what are you faking it? And you see colors and you see stars and you see this and you see that. Really? What do you think? This is some Hollywood movie going on? So this kind of nonsensical stuff is there out in this world. It is better not to follow those kind of things. You decide for yourself that I want to meet God and find somebody who knows that way. Someone who has met God. You got the point? You want to follow Tantra? Go there. You want to follow that yoga path? Join all the yoga studios you want. You know, so many yogas are there. Go join them. It's not going to give you any God or any realization. Never. Because we are not in that path at all. Two things which they miss in their life is called love and devotion. Four things are required in this life. One is called faith, absolute faith. Second one is called complete surrender. Third one is called unconditional love. And the fourth one is called single pointed devotion.
Yes.
Now, who has got all these four together? Nobody. Nobody. Devotion? People are self-centered. You go to all these temples and all, everybody is rushing, pushing everybody, trying to get inside, pay bribes. All these kind of things happens. And they want to put, big dakshana over there and all that. I don't think God is going to be interested in any of your dakshanas and all that. He wants to see your pure love. He's not interested in your dakshana. Yeah, he may just stand over there and say hi to you, but doesn't mean anything. Got the point? So you have to find that right one which appeals to you. And our path is the simplest. Simplest because no complications. Just be in love, sing songs, dance, be merry, and please go on with your life. Nobody says you can't go on with your life. Remember that story of Tukaram I told you? People from villages came and met him. You think they went back to their house or what? They went back to their house. They were with their wives, their children. They were also there in their fields, plowing their fields and growing crops and all that. Everything they were doing. You don't have to live your life. This is not sannyasa. You are not going to become a renunciate and go to some mountain.
Yes.
We are out in the open. We just teach you about stuff. Come, learn. That's it. Nothing beyond that. Be a devotee. Surrender to God. That's it.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you.
You're welcome.